Hey there everybody, welcome back to Digimon World 2. So we're still trying to finish our first mission. I'm thinking this episode we'll get it done, because we're going to go back again. We'll come back one more time, but that's just because we're going to come back and actually buy... Basically, we're going in this time to try and recruit a Snogaburumon. We'll come back one more time, we'll buy another EP pack, and then we will go in for the kill. Because that should give us enough. 2 should give us enough to actually get all the way through here, I'm pretty sure. And I think at that point, Devimon and Betamon, at the very least, will be a high enough level. So here's a trick in this game. If you're in an area you don't want to chase a Digimon down, as long as the Digimon is aggressive, which most are, you can totally just sit there and spam X to get them to just come at you without spending any EP, so it's kind of a nice trick. Especially early on when you don't have a lot of extra EP to be wasting. But if we can get a Snogaburumon, we can definitely take the boss in the next go round. I have no doubt. But hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. I know that currently I'm running quite a bit of it at the moment, but as I said before I started this, that this is running during a time when I'm actually not available to do my normal stuff, so hopefully you guys are okay with that. Because I wanted to make sure I still had some stuff out here for you guys to watch while I'm not available. But please feel free to still leave comments and stuff, because I can at least check my comments and everything. I just I don't have the capability of doing my videos, basically. So I'm recording a lot of this ahead of time as much as I can, so that hopefully there is never any downtime, and you guys will always have something new for me to watch. So for some reason, some of these are in some of the attack names when the audio file plays for them. They actually say English names and stuff, and sometimes they don't. I don't know what is up with that. It's just kind of one of those oddities. Oh wow. This floor is a little bigger than the other ones we've encountered. If we're really lucky, we'll find another EP pack and we won't have to buy one. That'd be awesome. Oh, one thing to note. So last time I talked about recruiting Digimon, you cannot recruit the bosses. The actual bosses. Don't bother. There's no way to do it either, but you can't. They're not recruitable. The Digimon that they are will usually be recruitable at some point, but those specific guys will not be. Okay, we're making some progress. Actually, it kind of stinks that this floor is a little bigger. And we're already out of inventory. Fortunately, it was just an HP disk. Oh man. We're having some bad luck here. I really don't want to use that EP pack if I can help it. Just because I'd rather not have to buy 2 of them if we can help it. But I really do want to get to a Snowgoburomon down here, so we might use it and just suck it up and buy it. We'll want to use the team that we have for a while anyway, because you want to get them up to where you can start digivolving them and stuff. And as you'll see after we get going, there's actually level caps and stuff. There's all kinds of fun things. I'm not going to take the time to explain it right now. I figure it'll be easier to just show you guys as we go. Ooh, we got really lucky actually. We're not going to have the best chance of recruiting him necessarily, but we were able to get 2 off at least, so we'll have a decent chance. Geez, I'm gonna be learning stuff again too as we go, because I can't remember a lot of stuff, a lot of little things. Like I can't remember if you can recruit Digimon when you don't have space in your Digibeetle for them. I don't think you can. I think you have to buy an upgrade for that. There's an upgrade that we can get that allows you to do that. I think is what it is. And we will want to look at upgrading our Digibeetle fairly soon. All right, we got lucky. Yes, I would. We're gonna call this guy Gabu. Just because. Gabu. So there we go. Alright, let's look at our status real quick, because let's see, I think... Oh, this is what I wanted, Oh, do we have his EL? No, that's his effective level. Do we have his... No, we do not. We don't have his level cap on here, it doesn't show it, so we'll just have to keep dealing. But, okay. I could not remember if there was an indicator for that. Basically, there's a level cap. Digimon can only level... Ooh, we got another one. Okay, so we got what I was really wanting. We got really lucky here, actually. Okay, we're gonna do this just to get this guy to show up, so that we can get a fight in with Gaburomon here, with Gobu, to get him a little bit of XP. We're gonna go back one more time, and then we are gonna come back and actually fight the boss now. I'm gonna put the other kickboard in the, basically what amounts to our bank, which the bank is massive in this game, by the way. Like I think there is a limit to it, but it's huge. But we'll go beat the guy now. We have 2 EP packs. I probably need to grab 1 more MP disc. But we're not in as much trouble with that as we once were. But we should get enough fights in then to get Gobu a couple levels. See, this Betamon will not come and fight us, so. So we'll head back to the Tamer place one more time and grab another MP disc just to be safe as far as MP goes. Because basically without MP your Digimon are useless. I think if you set them on defense they actually gain a little bit of MP back. I don't remember for sure, but... So we'll go to some of these other places in not too long. But there's nothing in a lot of them at the moment. One of them is kind of cool in the fact that it allows you to trade Digimon for special Digimon that you can't get at that point in the game yet. Okay, so we're going to adjust our items. We'll go ahead and put one of these away because there's a good chance we'll get at least one more out of the run. Healing items become a lot more important a little bit later in the game, once the dungeons start getting longer and your Digimon start getting higher in level because they don't level up as quickly. Early on here, your Digimon level up so fast that you really don't have to have a lot of healing items to get through anything. That doesn't hold true for the bosses a lot of the time, though. Like, there's a good chance we will use at least a couple of items against when we start fighting the boss, because they're bosses. We could skip this floor. We're not going to, since the thing is right there. I don't want to. We have 2 EP packs. We should be good enough to get through everything. And that's mainly just because I want XP. We want to get XP for Gabu. We want our guys to be as high as we can get them before we go and take on the boss. If I remember right, the first boss, which is here, is a Haguramon. I think it's just the one, but I can't remember for sure. And I would really hate to get into a fight that we are totally boned in. So that's why I'm being kind of cautious here. Oh, finally got him high enough to one-shot these guys. That's nice. We'll check this last chest, and then we'll head over to the next floor, get through that floor, and then I think that's the last. I think we're there then. I think there's a Crabmon that hangs out down. I think that's what it is. I think Crabmon is the data type that hangs out down on the last floor. And I think we have to get one of them to get, because one of the first Digimon you can trade for. There's only 2 that I remember. The first one you can get though is Snow Agumon, and I believe that it's for a Crabmon. And I wouldn't mind picking him up because that would at least, we can't do much with him for a while, but we can use him, and we would. Up to his level cap anyway. At that point, then deposit him until we can do something with him. Alright, let's move on. Nice. We'll still explore this floor as well, just like the other one. What was kind of surprising to me is that these Snogaburamon are faster than Devimon is at level 4. That's kind of shocking. Oh, they're not faster than Betamon, though. I talked about getting a Betamon because I like the Dark Tyrannomon stuff. Like, I remember Dark Tyrannomon's powerful in this, and he is. But I also like Betamon because I like Betamon, so... I like him more for his what's considered his canon Digivolution line, which is the Seedramon line. He's level 5 for Devimon! Yay! We'll just let this guy come to us. Basically, what's going to happen, as far as Devimon goes, or Devimon here, as we Digivolve and DNA Digivolve him and stuff, he's going to keep the same name, where basically he's just going to use that as a way to keep track of who our original rookie was, where he came from, and where he goes, because it's just kind of an interesting thing to keep track of. It's similar to me using Geo as the name of my Digimon in Digimon World 1. But a lot of that was more because you never know what your Digimon's actually going to become in that, for the most part, so... Okay, we're going to use one of our EP packs. You want to wait until you're close to 0 before you use it, because you get 100 points, it maxes you. I went a little early that time, but... I'm going to guess that there is probably nothing else interesting on this floor now. So we'll finish looping around, and then we'll go down, keep trucking. End this episode after we beat and finish our first mission. Can't remember if we get bonus money for beating missions or not. I think you get stuff usually. I don't remember for sure. In the first episode I overwrote a previous save file. That save file is from like a year and a half ago. Back in October of a couple of years ago, I was going to do a Digimon month. That was before I started doing Digimon as more of my one of the big things on my channel, but I started recording a bunch of stuff for that. That's why it was cheated, because I was trying to accelerate it so I could get the footage I wanted. To do a video series. I was going to do a video series for each of the 3 PlayStation games, and then in the end I didn't end up getting to do it because my computer died on me. The computer I had before the one I have now, which I have a much better computer now. That computer was fairly old at that point. So that's what that was from. But so it's been a year and a half since I messed with it, and I wasn't paying a ton of attention at that time either, because I was just speeding through things trying to get to a little bit later game, because I wanted footage from with like Ultimate Digimon in it and stuff, and not just this low-level stuff, Ultimates and Megas and stuff. So I was using codes to accelerate things. Oops, I accidentally turned the map all the way off, which is not what I wanted to do. Wow, there are a lot of fights in this place. That's okay. We need the XP, so I'm not going to complain about it. If we can get a level off here on some of these guys again, we won't have to use our discs either. I'll try to avoid using our discs if we can help it, until we get to the boss, just because we don't have a ton. So one of the next things we'll have to do in the next episode, one of the first things we're going to want to check, I think, is Digibeetle upgrades, how much they cost, because I do not recall. But frankly, we could use to upgrade a few things. So another thing I wanted to mention real quick that I haven't talked about yet. I'm not going to. There's going to get a point. There will be points in this game where there's going to be basically have to be a lot of grinding, doing the same old things, grinding to get money and like experience and levels on guys. I will probably not always record that stuff, and just because a lot of that's going to be really dull, and I won't be doing anything particularly interesting. It'll literally just be kind of like what we've had to do here, and you guys are seeing it now already, where I basically have to just go back and forth a bunch of times. And I don't want to make you guys sit and wait and like watch me do that, because that's not fun for you guys. It's not overly fun for me either, but it needs to be done. And it's just kind of the nature of RPGs, you know. But I'm not going to do a lot of it early on here. I'd rather only do it when it's like really needed. Like I could basically go back and forth here and just grind ridiculous amounts of money and not record it, not force you guys to watch it, but and then we could do all kinds of upgrades and stuff, but I really don't want to do it. Do that. Okay, we are like wasting way more EP than we should have had to. That bums me out a little bit, actually. Hopefully we will still have enough. I hope this connects. Yeah, it does. Hopefully we have enough to actually get all the way through. I'm gonna be really bummed if we have to actually go and buy more of those packs. This should be the last floor though. Nope. Oh man, we're in trouble, guys. Oh no. Oh, we got lucky. I risked it. I risked it for the biscuit. So that can be bad. Like all kinds of weird crap can happen when you try to take booby-trapped treasures without the booby trap. So there's an arm upgrade we can get that'll allow us to open booby traps of certain levels easier. But you can have all kinds of bizarre things happen. Things get broke on your Digibeetle that you have to replace. You can get it. You can have it happen so that you can't actually like control the direction your Digibeetle moves in and things like that. You can have some crazy shit. So Goblimon, I guess, is the first data we encounter. I don't have the kickboard with us anymore, I don't think. Pretty sure I removed that, right? I don't even know how long this episode is yet, and I already forgot what happened at the beginning. You'll have to forgive me, it's actually really late when I'm recording at this point, and so I'm kind of had a busy day and I'm a little worn out. But I really was excited to get going on this for you guys, so I'm excited for you guys to be able to actually start watching it. So hopefully you're enjoying it. It's a little bit different of a game than I normally do, but hey, it's the point. Yeah, I better check, because I do want to test that sometime. And that might be something that gets tested later. Empty treasure chest, those dicks. Well, that's that floor. That's okay. That just means that we should be guaranteed to actually get through this, which is good. Oh, we got really lucky. So here's the boss. Glad you're here, you little tamer brat. I'm Agurumon, boss of SCSI Domain. Will crush you. This is it for you. Gazit. I'll show you. Make my day. So here's our first boss fight. Yay! So as you can see, he actually has a machine bonus here, so he's actually stronger than he normally would be. If we had a machine guy, we'd be getting the bonus too. We don't. And frankly, it's not that big of a deal. And a lot of the time, like most of the bosses will be set up like this. Like they'll always have an advantage, so you kind of just deal with it. I don't feel like overall it makes that much of a difference in this game. I'm sure it makes more of a difference than it feels like it to me, but I've always just battled through it and never really worried about it. I mean, it's great if you can take advantage of it, but... So it was just the Hagurumon, so we probably could have soloed this with Demi-Devimon if we really had to. I would rather not, just because it can get really rough. And really there's no reason to try and solo it, you don't have to. I mean, we'll get through the... I mean, we've already pretty much won this fight. So... we were probably a little over-prepared, but that's alright. I couldn't remember for sure, and I'd rather be a little over-prepared in this case. Waste a little time than come in here and get our butt entirely handed to us. Aside from the fact we had to have 3 EP packs anyway, although I think we're going to get away without having to use our last one here. But there it is, we've done it. We have defeated the boss. Got a good chunk of money, some good XP. We'll start getting a lot more XP here in the next maps because we'll actually start fighting groups of more than one Digimon at a time, so... Yep, we barely made it. So let's go see if we get an actual reward for completing this. Sometimes I know on some of the missions you get like you can get some really good items, but it's not a super common thing. I know that much. Because there will be a toy item that we'll get in not too long that we want to keep, because there's a metal Greymon that you can get really early in the game if you keep that item specifically to use on him. It gives you an ultimate like way earlier in the game than you should get. Maz, good work. The Black Sword leader has been waiting for you. Please go to his room. Roger, roger. Roger, roger. This is all automated, by the way. Like, you don't control this. I'm pretty sure that happens every time you come back from a mission once you're done, because it makes you go talk to him. Black Sword leader, I completed my mission. I have destroyed Hagurumon and the boss Digimon of SCSI domain. Good job, Maz. Chief Carol was right about you being a good tamer. You have much potential. Thank you, sir. I'll keep doing my best. I'll keep it up. Stay alert. I have another mission for you. Boss Digimon were spotted in video and disc domains, which are near SCSI domain. Because the Wild Digimon united under 2 bosses, we expect a large offensive. So your next mission is to destroy these 2 boss Digimon. Roger. Yes, sir. I will hit video domain and disc domain and destroy those boss Digimon. So it doesn't really matter which one we go to. Each of them have different Digimon, and I don't remember which Digimon are where, so I'm not going to worry about it. Looks like you cleared your first mission. You were just lucky this time. Don't think that it'll be like this all the time. He's kind of a dick. So one of the things is, this becomes bigger later, you can actually encounter other tamers when you're running around in the domains, and you actually end up fighting them. You can end up fighting them. Basically, these guys are basically very similar to the rival system, the rivals from the Pokemon games. So, but that's that, guys. Let's see. A rival. I'll do my best to win, also. So I don't think we actually got paid anything. No. You usually just get more money and stuff, I think, from the bosses, and that's kind of what your payment is. I wanted to come in here real quick, and then we'll end this episode, but I wanted to check and see if this guy, they have this yet. I don't know if we'll be able to get him in time, because Toy Agumon's a vaccine type, and we don't have access to vaccine type stuff at all yet, so... And I don't think we get access. We may not get access in time to actually obtain him, which sucks, but hey. It's the way it goes. So this is basically just an empty room of where other tamers will hang out. So basically you can run around, find out rumors and stuff like that. So, alright everybody, that's going to do it for this episode. We completed our first mission, so on to the next. Things are going to start ramping up here now quite a bit. So, hopefully that gets you excited. But that's going to do it. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys on the next episode of Digimon World 2. Bye-bye.